So it's a new video and guess what? Welcome back. This video is gonna be helpful to the person who want to make his first 10,000 USD from trading, and it's gonna be a very easy and simple thing to follow. First of all, we're gonna go into a market structure. I'm gonna teach you how to follow the trend. You have heard scenarios whereby someone is telling you a trend is your friend. How does a trend be your friend? And again, you will realize most of the time when you have made losses, you maybe went against a trend or something like that. So in this chart, if you can see it right now, I'm gonna teach you how to follow the trend or how the trend is your friend. So currently, you're watching a gold price action. And this gold price action, it is 30 minutes. I prefer 1H where I can see everything. So before we continue right now, I got stopped at break even. I was trying to buy at this zone right here. So the reason I was buying right here, I was putting my position around here, and boom, stop loss, it was around there, and my take profit was around there. And boom, you can see this market, you can see this market came right here, boom, came, stopped me around here, and it is going to its direction. I can't be mad and be like, okay, you got stopped at break even, and I was up something like 8,000 USD, maybe, yeah, which is not bad at all. So I want to show you from this scenario, from the trades that I have taken, I got an idea and I was like, let me teach you why always people say a trend is your friend. So I will first delete everything right here. I left, I think I lost my pen as I was coming from my trip. I don't know where I lost it. I tried to look for it, but yeah, let's use what's available. So first of all, I'll go to 4H, which is number one big time frame. You understand? One of the time frame I like to look at in case if I want to see the bigger picture. You understand? So you will see that we are having this trend right now, right? We are having another trend, right? I will draw this something like this. I normally draw them like this. Yes, don't mind about this part right here. You can draw it perfectly. But if you manage to get, let's say, points, let's say like if you manage to get, let's say you get this point matching with this point right here, and you're seeing another reversal coming right there, it can be respected. Whereby I like taking it as, let's say, this is the head right here. This is the head, and this is the left shoulder, and this is the right shoulder right there, which means this is an inverted pattern, an inverted head and shoulder pattern, which I'll go to 1H where you can see it very well. You can see very matching head and shoulder right now, inverted head and shoulder, which is one of the pattern for reversal price action. So right now, why this head and shoulder gets created? For example, you will see that we are having right here a high, a low, a high, another high, a lower low right there. So this is when we know that the price has changed, where when we make a new high surpassing this one, and we make there's a low here, you can see this low here, it's not lower than this, right? Which makes it as a high low right there, then a high high and a high low, something like that. You see that? Boom. So right now I'm expecting this market maybe to come around here so that it can continue. So you have seen how correct it is, right? So in this scenario, if you go back to 4H, you will find that these are just heavy candlestick happening. Heavy candlestick. Don't mind about, let me remove the sessions. It will confuse you. Then the breaks, I will leave it simply because I will later. I've made a video about why you should put these monthly breaks or and daily breaks. It is very helpful. You understand? And another thing, if you have something that you will learn right now, it's not about head and shoulder or inverted head and shoulder pattern. It should be straight. Let's say it should be something like, don't mind about the messaging you're seeing on my screen. Those are my community trying to make some good money. You see, most of you're used to this thing, like something like this, where you put your support around support. You draw your support level around that. So this one right here, it's another head and shoulder. Just that it is in a trend-wise way. So better use it. It is so helpful because sometimes the market comes, as you can see, if I can show you, right? You can see sometimes the market comes and, tend to manipulate those levels, These levels then comes, manipulate. So you will never draw your stuff correctly and you'll be like, okay, I'm done. This is the correct way to do this. You understand? All right. I don't want to confuse you guys, but I hope you're sticking to this video. All right. So as you can see, we are having a lot of, you can see we are having, let me find another tool to use so that you can really understand. What is it? It's here, Eclipse. Yeah, that one. All right. It's okay. You will find that we are having these candles. Let me show you. We are having these heavy candles right there. You see? Heavy candles. Meanwhile, for you, it is very likely you may not enter on these heavy candles. You will get your confirmation from lower time frame, but you make some mistake once you go on a lower time frame. They say you want to try find an entry or something like that. Let me show you some mistakes which you do most of the time. Right here, let's go on 1H mostly. Let's go on 1H for 30 minutes. 30 minutes could be nice. All right. When you're looking at this chart like this, you will find we are having some trends in trends like this. You see? And they are very perfect, guys. You see that? There's this one. I'll give it another color. Let me give it blue. You see? Now you find someone is trying not to wait. Let's say, for example, when the market comes at this point, right? When the market comes, let's say it has been trading, let's say making a high, high low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low right there. Then you will find someone trying to buy in within this position right here, something which will make you getting stopped out. Then when you go on a high time frame, this is where you should get your picture and be like, you know what, we are in a very downtrend or an uptrend. Let's say this, you will say that here we are in a downtrend right there, right? You see? A downtrend. I will remove this. Let me first mute them. Then I leave the daily. Yeah, let me leave the daily then. All right, you will find we are having a trend which is coming right here. And this is the 4H, right? And you know this falling wedge, it is one of the pattern which shows continuation. You understand? So when you mark your zones like this, like the way I have marked, you will find that someone is trying to buy around here. You understand? Is trying to buy around these zones. And why are you trying to buy around this zone? On a lower time frame, you haven't seen the bigger time frame, and boom, you will get stopped out. Then if you check right this pattern that I've showed you, if you try to, let's say, if you try to do something like this, let me delete this. and this. Check. You will see it is the same thing which has been printed here. So this thing, it can give you a proper direction where the market is heading, so that in case if you go in for a sell, you can risk less money, or if you go for a buy, you can know where to place your orders. That is the most important thing. So you can see, let's say if we go like we are having a high, low, lower high around, sorry, all right, you can see we are having right here a high, a low, lower high, you see. So this lower high, boom, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. Instead we fail to make another high right here, right, where there is our pattern, right? We made a new high right there, high low, high high. Then we should come for a high low where at this zone right here, this zone, which is a strong zone, you understand. But at the same time, most of the time, you know, gold is so volatile. Sometimes it may not make it to those zones. But if you test this on a high, on another pair, let's say like GBP, the humble pair, GBP USD, whatever it is, you may get a very perfect entries. So same thing, I was teaching you about this. Try to read market price action. This is the same thing that I've been showing you. You can see this is the head. Now this is the real head and shoulder, not in the inverted left shoulder, and we are having the right shoulder right there. You see that? Then if you take this to the future, boom, you can see we went through it right here. Even let's say if you see, okay, try to understand me, guys. So if you see this thing right here, this one, right, those ones, where this has went through that trend line, you understand? Now check it, it's here, something like this. Let's say, let me do it correctly. Yeah, it should be here. Yeah, check. We are having two things. Let me show you. You can see we went through here to make a head, a left shoulder, right? Sells happens. When do you know that a reversal is going to happen? You can see high, lower low, lower high, lower low, boom. It happened again. Right here, we left the head down, right shoulder, left shoulder, right there. We went, crossed. We are having 1, 2, 3. I think you can see how you can use this pattern, not just directly, but in a trade, and it can give you a very nice entry. You understand? So this is simple thing. You don't know how many trades you can catch right here. And guess what? This is a 4H time frame. If you go on a lower time frame, it can give you even a very good refined entry. You understand? So I will give you one of the entry. For example. All right. So you can see if we are, let's say, I'm trying to keep everything simple, guys. Don't mind about my charts. It's dirty, but I'm leaving those marks so that you can understand what I'm up to. So you can see right here, we are in high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. Then we are having this, a trending trend, which is boom, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, right? So again, we are going to find, this is 1H. Let's go on 30 minutes. Check this. You're going to find the same pattern. Same pattern. Check. Let me show it to you. We are having a head right here. We are having a left shoulder. It can be here. And the right shoulder right here. So here, this is the perfect one. But guess what? It it didn't give you an entry. There's no an entry. You can see inside the candlestick, nothing going on, and these guys are busy manipulating, guys. You understand? So without you minding about when you don't follow, let's say, the bigger time frame, and these are the traps that you're going to be falling for. For example, having this resistance, and boom, you will get light that this is you will get light that this is a support which has been failed. We went down, we retested, then it's time to sell the market. And guess what, guys? You will make losses right here. And the smart one, the people who has been following me, one thing that they will do is to wait for confirmation around this zone, simply because the higher time frame, it is a buy, and you will know after your one touch of the trend line, the next one tend to be a manipulation. And that manipulation, it is right here, so-called the head. Don't be confused about people who are saying, okay, liquidity sweep, whatever it is what it is. I'm just teaching you how you should read the market price action. Yeah, these guys, they replaced everything with, support and resistance, whatever with, I don't know, other blocks. So the goal on this one, it should be you to make money and to understand the price action. That's it. Yes, you can know why the price is moving from point A to point B, but guess what? Not all traders, they are used to fundamentals and all of those stuff, and it takes a lot of time to learn this thing. Alright guys, with that being said, subscribe down. I'm taking new students inside my community. Click the link which is in bio, make it inside, and see you in another video.